This is back.
Get your rush on with Jay Brooks and the Morning Rush on 98.7 Kiss Country.
It's a beautiful day, lots of sunshine, 80s today, expected for a high, and it's going to be kind of like yesterday, but maybe a little bit more of a breeze, which would be kind of nice because yesterday it was pretty still, Pete.
It was warm yesterday.
Oh my goodness, we came back and we spent the weekend up in northern Minnesota. Quite the deal up there. It was.
Yeah.
Oh boy! Well, they had those fires from Canada.
Sure.
So the air quality was like 160.
Okay.
So it's kind of bad.
Yeah. My sister's got a cabin in, I guess, west central Minnesota, her and her family, and she sent me a text that they could barely see across their bay. It was so smoky. So
yeah, it was crazy. I mean, we had a big storm on Friday night, and then so left after the morning show on Friday. Got up there, and then it just stormed like crazy on Friday night. And then the wife was like, "Something's burning. Something smells like it's on fire." She thought maybe something got struck by lightning or something and started a fire.
Sure.
Then we went to Park Rapids, and then it was even worse up that way.
Okay.
So because you could really smell it then. Nope.
Yeah. Had a couple years of this.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I mean, what are those Canadians doing up there, Pete?
From what I understand, and I need to look into this. I mean, I know this was the case, and it depends on where the fires are burning, but they don't put the fires out if they're not. Yeah, if they're not threatening like population areas, they just let them burn.
Really?
And yeah, that's one of the reasons it's obviously been going on for so long.
That's crazy. You'd think that you want to put a fire out.
Well, it's the way, you look at these people who have the wildflowers in the prairies. The way they restore them is they do controlled burns, because that's the way it was, many, many years ago. Lightning strikes would take care of this stuff, and they would burn all the old trees, brush, shrub, and new stuff would grow. So that's the approach Canada takes, and that's why it takes so long for these things to burn out.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little Canadian history, folks.
There you go. It's kind of interesting because when you think about it, Canada doesn't have, you get wildfires out in California and that, there's population bases everywhere.
Right.
Up in Canada, there's so much more remote area that they just let them burn and let them take care of themselves.
Pete's got a new name, everybody. He's got
great.
Pothole Pete. He's got Positive Pete, and now Professor Pete.
Yeah, well, that's like, I think that's kind of moving up the ladder. I'm not sure.
Well, we tried, but
but yeah, I guess I just thought that was kind of interesting, and it's just stuck with me that it makes sense now why these fires have been burning for so long.
It's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. I got a story to tell you about up north this weekend. It was kind of an interesting weekend, but I'll tell you that after you tell me about all this road construction that's moving right along.
It actually is moving right along, and you're going to start seeing some signs of that too. We'll start on 65. And last week we were opened from 6th Street to 7th Street, and by Friday we'll have from 6th to 8th Street open on 65. Also, by Friday, if you're going to Wendy's or A1 used cars, right now you come in from the south and turn around in the parking lot or the drive-through and then go back out in the south. Starting Friday, you will go in from the south and then you'll go out north on the new highway. So just follow the signs and you'll be able to get in and out that way. And hopefully by the end of the month, we'll be open all the way down to Wendy's and A1 used cars. So we're making progress on that project. And with, like I said before, with all the different aspects of that project, from the utilities underground to the sidewalk to the new traffic signals to the street lights, there's so much that's involved with that project. So to see some of these segments starting to open up is pretty cool, pretty rewarding. On 122, you're going to see some traffic control that went into place this morning down by Winnebago Way and Cerro Gordo Way. Those are the two side streets off of 122 in front of where Tractor Supply used to be. We are going to have that down to 1 lane in each direction. We have to work on a turn lane for eastbound traffic to turn north. So we will be shutting that down to 1 lane in each direction. That is happening as we speak. And right now it's four-way, or excuse me, the lights are flashing red at the intersection. It will be going to a 4-way stop, and hopefully we'll have that turn lane completed in about 3 weeks. B20 over the interstate, that bridge deck overlay, that should be completely open by the end of this week. The bridge deck overlays on I-35 in the Clear Lake area are going really well. We're ahead of schedule with those, so we'll keep moving forward, and hopefully things will be in place. So come Labor Day, we'll be able to close the on-ramp at Highway 18 for southbound traffic and finish up the last bit of that project. B60, the Swelldale Road going over interstate, we are doing a bridge deck overlay there. That's going well, hopefully be opened up in mid-August. I-35, the southbound lanes, the reconstruction down in the Thornton area, and then about 7 miles south, they're getting the base ready, and hopefully the last week in July, so in a couple of weeks, you'll start seeing new pavement going down there. And then on US 18 from Sexton to Algona, that resurfacing project, where they're also going to be adding some turn lanes and some passing lanes. They are currently doing patching work, taking out some of the bad parts of the highway and patching it up before we start resurfacing it. So that's going on, and there's a pilot car and flagger in place for that one. And then up in Osage on the west end of town, we still have the closure on Highway 9 that'll be in place for a few more weeks. So things are still making progress, and we're getting a little bit of dry weather. We're after the 4th now, so you start looking ahead, even though construction runs into mid to late November. We all know that, but you start looking ahead and seeing where we're at and where we need to be. And for most of these projects, it's looking pretty good.
How about anything from traveling from Mason City down to Waterloo, Cedar Falls area? A lot of people traveling from Waterloo to Mason City too.
Yeah, you bet. Highway 218 should be pretty clear. The Avenue of the Saints, you should be set. One update we came out with a news release on this yesterday, the Lansing Bridge project. The bridge is open right now, but we are going to have to be closing that bridge later this fall, and it will be closed and demolished, taken down this fall, winter, and that will be done until we get the new bridge open in mid 2027. So looking into a lot of different things right now to try to get people across the river at Lansing while the bridge is gone and the new bridge is being constructed. So we're continuing to look into options and see what we can find, and we will continue to update people as we get more information.
Time to fire up that ferry boat, Pete.
It's one of the options we're looking into. One of the options. It's crazy. And every single one of these people have been very helpful and very good to deal with. But when you're working on a bridge like that, you're dealing with, Iowa DOT and the Wisconsin DOT, Iowa DNR, Wisconsin DNR, Army Corps of Engineers, the Coast Guard. There's train tracks that go underneath that bridge. So it's more than just going, hey, let's run a boat from here to there. There's a lot of things that need to be done.
How wide is that?
Oh man, I know the bridge is going to be about 1,700 feet
long across.
Yeah,
okay.
Yep. So it's in that lengthwise.
Too bad you can't just find like a little sandbar and just drive across it.
And then you got to make sure the sandbar is compacted so it can handle traffic, and you got to make sure safety. Hey, you hear people roll their eyes, and yes, we can hear people roll their eyes sometimes, but so much of this stuff, the safety aspect is it's the top priority, and there's so much that needs to be done to not only get people across, but to get them across safely. So that's a huge part of our investigation of what's going on behind the scenes right now.
Well, you guys do a great job. Keep people up to date and all the safety that you guys do too for people.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that, and we'll keep doing it.
And make sure you follow any road signs and slow down when you get into the construction area.
That's exactly right. And we'll touch on it again. The hands-free law is in effect, and and I know it's like speeding. Even though you're not supposed to speed, people do it. And the last couple days driving to work, very obviously somebody's holding their cell phone in their hand and driving around the road. And I can't remember the numbers. I think it was the first 2 days, the Iowa State Patrol issued like close to 450 to 500 warnings.
Wow, and that's not even
So
half of them that they caught.
yeah, exactly. So like we said before, it has been, or it is a priority for law enforcement, and it will continue to be. So be aware of that.
Yeah, and it's not only just in Iowa, but also in the state of Minnesota. They have the thing going on too.
Yeah, I believe there's just over 30 states that have some type of hands-free law. So it's becoming the norm.
Right. Yeah, that's right. You don't need to get your phone out and take pictures of this or that and have your passenger do it.
There you go. That's exactly right.
Some may go, well, I don't have a passenger. What do I do?
Yeah, that's right. Well,
No,
then just take a memory snapshot and live with that.
exactly. You tell people about it.
Exactly. Or if there's some place that you can safely pull over and take your picture, do it that way. But
Right.
yeah, it's time for people to realize that it does cause safety issues.
Yeah, well, that's good. Just keep it up. And it's way back. I remember when the seatbelt law went into effect. You know, how many people? Oh, what am I going to need to wear a seatbelt for? We don't need that. You know,
Yep.
My choice. I get to wear whatever I want to. And how can they make me do this? Well, they
Yeah,
did.
now it's just accepted, and it's gonna. It will be the same way with cell phones. You know, it's going to be a generational thing. Right now, people who have been so used to using the cell phones all the time, you know, that's the hardest people to convince. But there are, you know, I don't know if I would say the majority of people understand it and are going to try to abide by it. But the people who are just getting their licenses now, and that pretty soon it's just going to be like wearing a seatbelt. They're
Right.
going to be like, well, this is the way it should be.
Right. Yeah. Hey, one question, Pete. Maybe I know you're not law enforcement, but maybe you know, or maybe you don't know, but maybe some law enforcement buddies can call in. Remember the days when we rode back in the back of the truck to town?
Yeah.
And
Well, no, I'd have no idea what you're talking about.
it was legal back then, Pete, right?
Yeah.
I mean, things were pretty lenient when we were growing up.
Yes, I do remember doing that in North Dakota more than once.
You just jump in, boys. We're going to bale some hay over here the next 40. But is that legal? I saw somebody in the back of a truck this past week.
No, I'm not law enforcement, but I am 99.9% sure that is not legal.
Not legal anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure if you need to be seat belted in, you know, I know it's not the front seat, so if you're over 18 and everything, but yeah, no, if somebody from law enforcement is calling, it'd be fun to have them call in and confirm that. But I am
Right.
99.9% sure that is not legal.
Huh. Okay. Well, I just checking.
Yeah, no, like I said, I can't definitively give you a law enforcement answer on that, but
Okay.
I can give you what I think is correct.
All right. And we'll go with Positive Pete, Professor Pete, Pothole Pete on that answer right there.
I'll take it. I've been called worse and probably will be again by the end of the day.
I just want people in public to start to referring to you, hey, Pothole Pete, or hey, Professor Pete, or whatever. You haven't had anybody yell out your name like that, have you?
Yes, I have.
You're welcome.
Yep. Yeah, I was down at Friday Night Live a few weeks ago. And it was funny. It was somebody, you know, you'd expect it to be somebody, I don't know, an adult or late teens, early 20s or whatever, but it was somebody like 13, 14 years old. They said that their parents said that they always make them be quiet on Tuesday mornings if they're taking them to school or whatever because they want to listen to us. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, it's been how many years? I guess it's kind of starting to sink in.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I love it at a DOT when you're speaking at DOT. Professor Pete?
Yeah.
I want somebody to do that. Come on.
Oh, I think that's I haven't earned that right. There's too many people who have put in a lot of years of school to have earned that title. But like I said, I'll take that over some of the others.
Yeah, you get a lot of experience. Well, you're at the professor level now.
All right.
Hey, quick weekend update, Pete. You know what? I had an interesting deal. Number one, we took our dog up there, you know, like we on a long weekend. and he never swam before. He's a Labradoodle. You've met him. You've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty smart dog, except when it comes to swimming.
Okay.
Yeah, went through the tennis ball out there a little bit, just kind of getting me. I mean, he loves water, and what he did was we threw the tennis ball out just a little farther, so he can't get can't stand on the ground.
Sure.
Well, what he did when he did, the waves started pushing the tennis ball out farther, and he didn't know how to swim, but so he stood on his hind legs trying to walk out there.
Oh no.
So there's all this videos on my Facebook page.
Okay.
And then so he got frustrated. He's a smart dog, but he's a dumb dog at the same time. He jumps up on the dock, and you've seen how they throw the things at the end of the dock for dog competitions, and then they launch out in the deal. Well, he got so frustrated. The ball was out there towards the end of the dock. So he got up on the end of the dock, ran down the dock, jumped in, and he sank like a lead balloon.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh man! Well, he came back up, but he was like paddling panically. It is a panic paddle.
Uh-huh.
But the wife got him out. Like I said, it was all, but it was like, oh no, he's running to the end of the dock.
That's crazy. Again, when I was at my sister's cabin over the 4th for a couple days, they've got, I can't remember how old she is, maybe 2 years old.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a Labradoodle. It's a Labradoodle or a Golden Doodle.
Is it
And
brown?
it's actually white and black.
Oh, strange looking dog, but okay.
Yeah. And my nephew, 17 years old, he's kind of her buddy.
Uh-huh.
That's who she kind of attaches to. He was out on the paddleboard, about 60, 70 yards out, and had his life jacket on and everything, and he fell off. The dog tore off into the water, swam out to him, grabbed his arm, and would not let go until he was on shore. She pulled him into shore.
Really?
Yeah, I sat and watched it happen. We couldn't believe it. She was not letting anything happen to him. But she loves the water. She'll go into the water and will literally lay down in the water.
That's what my dog does. He still went to the water the next day and still ran around it. Yeah.
Funny.
But if he can't touch, he's a little panicky.
Yeah.
I don't know what's a better story. That one with my drowning dog, my not so smart dog, or
they're both entertaining on their own level.
Oh boy! And this was funny. We're trying to load the boat, get it out of the water. So I got the truck and the trailer ready to go back in the thing. And well, I couldn't go in there because there was a couple that was coming off the lake, and their car was parked right there. I had to stall them for. I didn't know how much of a hurry they were in, but then I did find out how much of a hurry they were in. She didn't seem to be, but they came off and they're talking. And he turns his head. I'm like, what is that? He had a lure stuck in his head.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, one of those. They got the 3 prongs on one.
Sure, triple hooks.
Yeah, so you got like 6 of them total. But I don't know how many heads stuck in his head.
Oh.
But I didn't take. I posted that on my Facebook page too. I'm going, looks like a little advice there from Floyd, is a resort owner. And so they had to go in the hospital and get it removed because it was stuck. It wasn't coming out.
That just made my stomach turn.
Yeah, it was past the burr on the end of
right. Yeah.
Oh, gross. So she drove into the hospital, but before they took off and got out of my way, she had to go to the bathroom. So she's in the bathroom a little bit, and he's standing there just talking. He kind of looked a little white a little bit, but
I can imagine.
But no, nature called, and I guess apparently couldn't do that on the boat, so you could be ready to go when you get to land. You know what I mean? I mean, have you ever been stuck or got a lure stuck in your hand or your head?
Not to that extent. Obviously you've had it in your finger or something like that, but never that. Not to that level. No.
I was like, you got to go check out my Facebook. I think I put it on the Facebook page too.
Okay, I will have to go do that.
So that was my weekend.
That's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Right at adventurous.
Oh man, that was as long as it wasn't me, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awful. No, I don't ever need to feel or see that.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, I took a picture. It just this big thing. He's just kind of having a conversation like normal, but he did look a little pale. So I thought he goes down.
Yeah, now it just makes you wonder, how did it happen?
Yeah,
was his wife casting and missed? Was he pulling the lure in and like something bit at it and he tried to set right at the boat and it came flying out and stuck in his face?
Nope, it was all her.
It was?
Yeah, she was casting and thought he was out of the way and low enough, and he wasn't really paying attention because, you trust the people you're fishing with.
Uh-huh.
And
Stu.
and it wasn't his wife, it was his girlfriend.
Okay.
And they've been dating for a little while. Not long, but I don't know. I know she wants to probably hook him and, maybe have a long-term relationship, but I don't know how well that's going to go now.
Oh, wow. Hook 'em, huh?
Yeah.
Just came up with that one.
I don't think about that at all. It just kind of came out.
That's why you're a professional.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm going to have nightmares about that.
Oh, man. Yeah, go look at the pictures.
I'll have to do that.
I didn't want to get really close and, but I zoomed in what I could. And
Yep.
you can tell it's a big one. It's a.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
And ladies, if you want to, he has a shirt. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember if he had a shirt off or not. I don't know if the girls want to go check it out, but he's taken. He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
For now, yeah. I don't know how it went the last couple of days, but
yuck.
yeah, fishing stories.
I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Pete, we'll let you go. You have yourself a wonderful rest of the week, and go do what you do, I guess.
Talk me into it. All right. Thanks, Jake.
All right. Thank you.
That's the good stuff.